Hey, Jess.
What's up, Nick?
Have you taken a look at our analytics?
Oh, this is about the stuff on our YouTube page and like our iTunes and stuff like that. I've tried not to because it's kind of the last little while has pushed me into a depressive alcoholic rage.
And nobody seems to be watching anymore.
Our viewership has gone way down. It's gone down ever since we did that fucking TCW interview.
I know.
TCW has screwed us. No, but
what can we do?
I don't know. I don't know. I've been thinking about it, and it's kind of depressing.
Can we get dinosaurs? Will that bring people back?
Dinosaurs could bring people back, but we would also have to bring dinosaurs back.
We can go to Jurassic Park. They made a movie about it.
It must be real if they made a movie about it.
Maybe sharks with laser beams?
Sharks with laser beams attached to their head. Sigourney Weaver.
Possibly. There's a fruit fly.
There is a fruit fly here.
We can ask him for advice.
He's flying away.
Oh.
Well, you're no help.
I get an idea.
What?
3-hour podcast extravaganza.
What, you mean we podcast for 3 straight hours instead of just 1?
3 hours in a row, no jump cuts, and Arizona green tea.
Wow. So, we can talk about, No Holds Barred podcast stuff. We could talk about wrestling stuff. We can have guests.
We can. We can talk about Craigslist. We can talk about late news, early news, weird news, what in the butt news.
We could talk about anything.
I know.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the No Holds Barred podcast 3-hour podcast extravaganza. That is right. Nick and I are going to be going for 3 straight hours here, just like they do in porn. We are going to be going. We're just going to go until the wheels fall off of this sucker because like we kind of said there, our viewership numbers have not been good for the last couple of podcasts. So we thought maybe it was time to switch it up a little bit. We've got a couple of guests that's going to be coming on. We're going to be talking, hopefully, if they figure out their technical issues. Then again, we're not exactly the best in that area either. We had technical issues out the ass in this one.
Kind of, yeah.
Fucking camera. Damn you, Ustream. So we're going to have guests on this sucker. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. Craigslist segment, stupid recent news segment. We're going to be talking about all kinds of things. We're going to be talking about a new development with Nick and his car.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about a new development with Nick and Twin City Wrestling.
Yay.
Exactly. We're going to be talking about some more bullshit with me from work. That's always fun.
More bullshit with me with work.
And that's always fun, too.
Oh, man.
We are going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. We're going to be talking about Coca-Cola and their healthier image campaign bullshit. We're going to be talking about Hockey Canada removing body checking from 11 and 12-year-old hockey. We're going to be talking about all kinds of shit in this episode. It's going to be huge. We're going to be having Doug Robar and JP Sims, hopefully, from Twin City Wrestling, that's going to be on joining us to talk a little bit about what they're doing upcoming.
Huge like my 5-ounce cock?
But we're going to be talking about Nick and things that are 5 ounces. We're going to be talking about that, too. We're going to be talking about everything under the sun and a little bit more. This is the No Holds Barred Productions 3-hour podcasting extravaganza.
And I just struck a pose, but it's a podcast, so who can see it?
Unless you're watching us on Ustream, which I think only one person is.
Who can see it?
You can definitely see it.
It's recorded, so
it's recorded.
If you want to see me strike a pose, go watch the Ustream.
Exactly. You're going to have to go watch the Ustream. So, so we, like I say, we got kind of just some intro stuff to talk about before we get into anything too heavy. Today has been a fucking clusterfuck trying to get this thing started.
God damn.
Our day started at 12.
It was supposed to start at 12:30.
Well,
that was the plan.
Well, you were supposed to get here at 12:30. We're supposed to start at 1:00.
Yeah.
But, I texted you at 12, and I was like, hey, let's go down and get fucking energy drinks, because we're going to be podcasting for 3 hours, so we're going to need them.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So we get together, and we go down, and then you bet we did. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get set, folks, because there's going to be a lot of that on this podcast.
So we went down and it was windy.
It was windy.
It was windy down there.
It was definitely windy. We walked down, and it was definitely windy. It was a very blustery day. We were getting blown around. The wind blew the hat clean off Nick's head, and I'm not even joking there. Nick has a hat that kind of has a buckle where you can adjust the...
Yeah,
exactly. It's almost got like a belt around it.
Yeah.
Which, it's a cool hat, but it also went flying clean off his head.
Which it normally doesn't, because I don't have it that loose.
No, exactly. But
In fact, I gotta loosen it up now because I tightened it going down. And it's like pretty cutting off the circulation to my head. I can't even fucking think.
Exactly. So he, it like I say, blew the hat clean off of Nick's head, which was really, really funny because we're just walking, having whatever, a little conversation or something, and then all of a sudden Nick screams and he's running away from me, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? And then I noticed his hat just like down the street. Like, oh no! So he caught up to it and had to readjust it and everything, but it was just very, very funny. So we head down to the mall and they're like, hey, let's grab some lunch. So we go and we class the place up by having lunch at A&W.
A&Dubs.
What did you have?
Good
You had
time.
the chicken wraps, right?
I had the 2 chicken wrap, chubby chicken wrap.
Yeah, and it gave you a chubby.
Oh, give me some chubbies
Exactly.
in the meal.
Buddy. I had a double matzo burger, I think. It was a double something or other. I think it was a double matzo burger. And we happened to notice, like, A&W has these sirloin burgers, which I've never actually had one, but they're supposed to be good. I think they're the Uncle Burgers down there because they got the whole family.
I think so, yeah.
Which A&W, by the way, before I even continue the story, I really like what A&W has done now to, like, rebrand themselves. Like, they've sort of almost rebranded themselves as, like, an old school style fast food restaurant because they got, like, now they got the sheet, the tin plate, the tin trays, and the russet cut fries instead of just the generic fast food fries. And like they're trying to play themselves off as like we're the old school style takeout restaurant, and that's good because it separates them from Wendy's and McDonald's and all the other ones. You know
most definitely.
I think it was a smart move for them. But yeah, so they have these Uncle Burgers that they advertise for on their placemats. And it goes into this silly little story about like, we don't think anybody makes a better burger than us. But they mention, which I like A&W's burgers, but in any case, they mention the Uncle Burger, which is a 5-ounce sirloin that they're like, you'll never get a better cut of meat or something like that.
You never, maybe. We don't want to be biased, but
that's
you'll never
exactly right.
find
a better burger or something.
Better burger or piece of meat than this 5-ounce patty.
And then what did you say exactly? You were
I didn't say anything really. I just kind of looked down at my crotch and pointed with my 2 hands.
Okay. Yeah, you're like, this is my 5-ounce something, and I looked at you and I was like, you're a little more than 5 ounces, but you're more than 5 ounces of goodness, and every ounce is just a little bit better. Or a little bit tastier or something like that. It was, I don't know. It was really, really funny. Maybe it was one of those moments where you just had to be there, but
possibly.
But in any case, Nick is, for the record, while he's slightly more than 5 ounces, those extra ounces,
This must have been when I was passed out.
This was exactly when you were passed out. So we had lunch, and again, this is just us kind of going over the clusterfuck that was our morning. So we finished lunch, and then we go to Sobeys, which is kind of our grocery store of choice.
Yeah.
Because they have deals on the Starbucks refreshers that we usually drink. And that Starbucks refreshers fuel our podcast, or they have for the last few weeks. And like they usually have a deal on like 2 for $4 or something like that. So we go down and it was good. We go down and we're going to the spot where the display usually is for the Starbucks refreshers, and they're gone, and it's like a display of cookies or some shit. And I was just like, well, the bakery's on the other side of the fucking grocery store. What are these doing over here?
this don't make sense.
It makes no sense up in my ISP. So we're looking around and we're like, I don't see the Starbucks refreshers anymore. Don't see them in the section.
No.
Don't even see an empty space where they would have been if they were sold out of them.
And not in the pop aisle.
They're not anywhere, which is fucked up. We couldn't find them. So we're like, oh, well, shit. I guess we got to find something else to fuel this podcast, which is going to be really difficult because we're going to be podcasting for 3 fucking hours.
And I was like, how about Arizona green tea? And you're like, where are we going to go to get that? It's like 3 aisles over. I felt like smacking you there for a second.
It was pretty good because I don't know what I thought. I don't know if I thought it was like a little store or something that I didn't know about because I don't leave my house very often. Like I just don't because fuck people. But like I don't leave my house very often, so I'm just like Arizona green tea. Where do we have to go to get that? And you just looked at me flat in the eyes like I was a fucking moron, which in this case I pretty much was. And he was just like 2 aisles over, and I was like, oh, okay. Jesus Christ. So we've gone over and we've gotten these. How much is in one of those cans? Because it's a big fucking can.
It is a big can. It's 695 milliliters.
So we each have 2 695 ml cans of Arizona green tea. Nick's got 2 cans of what, the fruit punch flavored?
Yeah, they're really good.
You got all kinds of fruit, don't you?
Oh, man.
Nick has all kinds of fruit today.
All kinds of fruit in my belly.
Exactly. I got one of the regular ones because I'm bland, and one of the raspberry ones.
You got one of the ones with the lemon.
Yeah, lemon. Yeah,
that's not the original.
Oh, okay. So, well, there you go. See, the Arizona green tea expert.
Originals.
That's true.
Which was shit.
Right.
Because they had no friggin' Starbucks refreshers and they had no original Arizona green tea.
Come on, Sobies, get your shit together.
I know. What are you doing? I have to read the ingredients off this sometime. But I gotta memorize it because I can't fuck it up.
No, because we sure wouldn't want anything on this podcast to get fucked up now, would we? Jesus. Yeah, so that was basically our morning, and then we managed to show up here about, oh God, I would say maybe 5 minutes or so before Doug and JP were supposed to call us.
Yeah.
We're like, oh shit, none of the podcast material is downstairs, none of anything is downstairs. Fuck.
Yeah.
We're never going to get this started on time.
Scrambling to try and get everything together.
Exactly.
And luckily it kind of did get together.
Yeah, and we lucked out because Doug is apparently having technical difficulties, so that's why we're kind of doing this and waiting to see if he's going to call or what the hell is going to happen. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
So but in the process of us trying to get everything together, nothing, like as we said, nothing was down here. So my laptop, which we record on, was not down here. My set of headphones, which we plug into the soundboard, was not down here. The iPod charge cable was not down here. Like there was just virtually nothing down here that we needed. So we go around, collect everything that we need. I, for some reason, brought my living room television remote control down with us. And I have no sweet clue why that happened.
Which makes no sense.
It really makes no sense whatsoever. So we try to get going, and we got our camera going, but in the process of trying to move the camera to an adequate spot to show us both on the Ustream page, which by the way, Ustream, you screwed with us. And then I was dumb. But
Ustream didn't screw with us. It was the damn hub that screwed with us.
Well, fair enough. Fuck you, hub. The hub is now in the empty, turned off fridge in the No Holds Barred dungeon. Just as a little aside, whenever we get upset with a piece of technology, it goes to the fridge.
That's right. There's a crappy iPhone cable,
yeah,
and now that friggin' USB hub in there.
At one point, you threw my cell phone charge cable in there, and I'm like, it didn't do anything.
Not yet.
Not yet. Nick had a little moment. He had to get some of that rage out. So yeah, we try to get going, and we're broadcasting and recording like a little bit, and then I go to move the camera, and the camera's very touchy.
It is it's 6 years old, and I mean we have it on the
So it's my girlfriend,
dock.
but at least she does what she's told.
I know, but if your girlfriend was like...
Pedophilia on the No Holds Barred podcast.
God. If she was flexed and like... God damn.
Oh my God.
If she was flexed and wrapped...
Oh my God, I cannot believe you just said that.
Like...
Oh
like,
my God.
Hey! If she was flexed and wrapped like the cord on the charger, then maybe she wouldn't work good.
What is she, a Romanian gymnast?
Probably. Oh no, I don't remember.
I broke Nick. Nick is getting redder in the face than Brian Burke. Holy shit.
Oh, this is the level that we're stooping to.
Nick is crying. Jesus. So, what we've learned in this portion of the podcast is that my non-existent, and I really want to emphasize non-existent 6-year-old girlfriend. I do not have a 6-year-old girlfriend, especially if any police are listening. I do not have a 6-year-old girlfriend. But if she was flexed like the cable,
Flexed
then
and wrapped.
Flexed and wrapped. So we're getting into some kinky shit, like the charge cable. Maybe she wouldn't work well too.
Yeah.
Buckle up, folks. This is what this podcast is going to be. Ow. Nick just cracked one of his Arizona tea, which we didn't have to go to Arizona for.
We didn't. We just had to go 3 aisles fucking over.
Exactly. We only had to go 3 aisles over. It was a mystical journey in which we both found ourselves. Now, so we've got our drinks. My credit card wouldn't work in the Sobeys cash, whatever. Like,
flat out denial.
Just flat out denial. And you know what? I fucking hate chip cards, and I hate them with a goddamn passion. Because every, 3 months, my chip card craps out on me. And I have to order a new one from Royal Bank. And it's just like, I don't understand why I'm having such a run of bad luck with the chip cards.
I don't know. There has to be something in your wallet that's demagnetizing it or something.
Maybe there is, but I used to think it was because I left my wallet on top of the microwave, but I don't do that anymore. So, but there's got to be something else in there.
There has to be.
Maybe my keys? I wouldn't think it would be my keys.
I don't see how it could be your keys.
Yes, I keep my keys in my wallet, by the way. But
it has to be something.
There's got to be something in there.
3 months isn't a long time for a run on a card.
No, exactly. But now my cards that I used to have that didn't have the chip were perfectly fine. They'd last me for years.
Yeah, but you see, you can't use Stripe anymore.
Right.
It's all chip technology.
Exactly.
It's all this new fancy dancy wrapped and fucking flexed.
like my 6-year-old girlfriend?
Exactly.
Oh, all right, fair enough. Hey, she shouldn't have struggled. Wow, I'm getting arrested for this podcast. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, so we've got our shit. It's back. We're back up here. We try to get this thing going. Fucking camera's deciding it doesn't want to work because of the USB hub. So the USB hub goes in the empty fridge. We just connect the camera to the laptop directly, and for whatever reason, the laptop decides that it likes that. So it gives us the pa-pa, so we're okay.
Yeah.
We start recording, and we're on the wrong fucking page. We started the broadcasting and recording on the No Holds Barred Hangout, which is where we usually do the Last Fan Standing podcast. But where this is kind of an amalgamation of both, we thought we should put it on the actual podcast
yeah.
one. Exactly.
Thank you for Dylan for pointing that out. Yeah, Justin daffed up.
Exactly. Shout out there to Dylan Gorman for mentioning that, oh, by the way, you're offline. It's like, no, we're not. Yes, we are. Fuck. Oh, that's why. So now, finally, the 3-hour podcasting extravaganza, which should have started at 1:30, is now underway. And now it's 2:30, and we're just getting it off the ground now. Hooray.
Hooray.
All right, so again, we're still waiting for our guests, Doug Robar and Twin City Wrestling talent JP Sims, to decide to call in. Oh, also, when we were trying to get this going, Nick, you were complaining about a moist microphone. Do you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
I was trying to get my audio levels good.
Right.
And I put my kind of lips really close to the microphone, like this.
Did you taste me?
I didn't. But,
should you have?
You might have to buy me some drinks later for that.
Oh, well, whatever it takes.
And then I was like, my microphone feels moist. Because it did. I pretty much had to wipe it off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mine wasn't that bad.
I don't know if it was just, down here it gets kind of cool.
Right. It could very well be. Yeah.
Condensation.
Exactly. Well, and again, remember, we're still only a couple months removed from the hot water tank doing what it did, and it's still even the air down here, you can still feel it's kind of moist. We've had dehumidifiers running like nonstop down here since that happened, but I don't know. The one that's in the wood room is no longer running right now, so that's probably what it was.
Yeah, probably.
I don't want to admit that it was my ass.
Well, I kind of figured that it was, but I didn't want to say anything.
I just wanted to give you a little treat, sir.
Well, sometimes I need a treat.
Sometimes you need a treat. You're a good boy. Oh, good Lord. So what else is new? Your fucking car is back on the road.
My car is back on the road.
Tell us the story.
Tell you the story. I was walking to work one day in the rain.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, Self.
And Self said, sup.
Yeah. Self said, what's up, Nick? How you doing? How's life?
How's the family?
How's the family? I said, not bad life. Could be a little bit better. You could tell me the winning lottery numbers and all, but, pretty good.
This is the best story ever.
So life goes, well, what else you doing? Why are you walking in the rain? And I go, life, sometimes you gotta make sacrifices. And I took my car off the road to save some money. And my life's like, cool.
Understand. I get that.
Yeah. But it's like, I'm walking in the rain. This pretty sucks. So, I don't want to be walking in the rain no more.
Why would you?
No. So I brought my car back on the road.
Right on.
Got a pretty good deal on my insurance.
That's good.
Paying a little bit less than I was before.
Oh, are you? Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's not that much less.
No.
But if I can keep good, each year it's going to be going down.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, shit, even if it's only like $5 less a month, that's $60 a year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's or the ordering of WrestleMania paid for.
Exactly.
So, I mean, fuck, right on. It's true. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
It's good that, it's good. It's good not only that the car's back on the road, because I know walking wasn't killing you, but at the same time, it's certainly less convenient than having a car.
Well, yeah. And I mean, I'm still going to be walking places.
Right,
Don't
exactly.
get me wrong. It's just like on shit days.
Right.
I just... yeah.
That, and it's just like, it's nice to have the fucking freedom.
If
right?
I want to go someplace, I mean, when I didn't have it, if I was sitting down at home, like, I want to go to the beach, just like fucking walk around.
Right, exactly.
I couldn't.
Right.
Be like, I want to go on a venture or fucking do something.
Exactly.
It's just like, try and text somebody that fucking come and pick me up because I want to fucking do something.
Exactly, and it's believe me, I know that feel, bro. Like, for anybody that knows me knows I don't have a driver's license because I've never felt enough pressure to get one to actually push me to get one. Much less own a car or even rent a car or whatever. So I mean, like I definitely know that feel of being like, I kind of want to go to this place, but I either got to call a cab or I got to call somebody else that has a car that wants to do it. So I usually just end up, whatever, I'll just stay here and jerk off. It's whatever's, but it's definitely more convenient to have the car. And excuse me, that's good podcasting. Nick's adjusting his mic. There we go. It's all good. Yeah, so it's definitely good to have the car, and it's definitely going to be more convenient.